In a hidden corner of the world lies a mythical village, untouched by time, protected by ancient magic. But peace is a fragile thing, and when a grieving father is lured by the voice of a lost love, the gates to an ancient evil begin to tremble. This is the story of war, destiny, sacrifice, and the rise of a hero. This is the story of the Ten Rings. Thousands of years ago, a Chinese man discovered these rings. He was worthy of their power and thus could harness them. But instead of using that power wisely, he chose to conquer the world. He formed a powerful army called the Ten Rings, and with its help, dominated the world from east to west. Eventually, he grew tired of conquest. His interest shifted toward magic and the supernatural. He started studying mythology and in 1999 discovered a mystical place called Talo, a hidden dimension full of magical creatures and ancient power. He desired to take control of Talo too. To reach this secret land, he researched extensively. One day he set out with some of his men to reach Talo. As they entered the jungle, the forest attacked their vehicles, killing everyone except him. He survived due to his powers. He finally reached the gates of Talo, where he met a guardian named Yingli. When he tried to enter, she fought him. Although he was immensely powerful and attacked her with full force, she proved to be a warrior with magical powers herself. Not only did she hold her ground, but she also managed to subdue the power of his rings and defeat him. However, Yingli didn't kill him. Instead, something unexpected happened. They began to like each other. Soon, the man started visiting the magical forest regularly to spend time with her. Eventually, they fell in love and decided to get married. But the people of Talo didn't approve of their relationship. So Yingli chose to leave Talo and go live in China with him. They got married. But by leaving Talo, Yingli lost her magical powers. Witnessing this sacrifice, the man gave up his evil ways. He removed his rings and stopped all his conquests. In 2000, their son was born. They named him Shang-Chi. 4 years later, their daughter Xiaoling was born. His life had completely changed. He became a good man, happy with his family. But the world soon learned that the once powerful warlord had stepped down and disbanded his army. In 2007, when Shang-Chi was 7 and Xiaoling was 3, some of those enemies came to his home. The man wasn't there. Only Yingli and the kids were. They had come to kill him, but in his absence, decided to murder his family. Yingli pleaded for the children's lives, and they spared the kids, but killed her. When the man returned, he found his wife dead and several bodies around. Realizing what had happened, he was heartbroken and enraged. He wore the rings once again, seeking vengeance. He took Shang-Chi with him to track down the killers so the boy could recognize them. With the help of the Ten Rings army, they slaughtered the attackers. But the leader of the enemy gang was missing. The mission was incomplete, so he decided that one day he would have his son kill that leader to avenge his mother. He revived his Ten Rings organization and started training Shang-Chi rigorously. Shang-Chi learned martial arts while his sister Xiaoling wanted to train too. But girls weren't allowed to train, so she secretly taught herself by observing the others. By 2014, Shang-Chi was 14 years old. His training was complete. He had become a deadly fighter. His father found the enemy's location and sent Shang-Chi to America to kill him. Shang-Chi succeeded in the mission, but afterward, he was overwhelmed with guilt. He realized he had betrayed the peaceful teachings of his mother and decided to leave his father forever. Shang-Chi moved to San Francisco, changed his identity, and started living a normal life. Xiaoling, still training in secret, waited for her brother and, realizing he wouldn't come back, ran away from home. She ended up in a Chinese city and started her own underground fight club. Their father, aware of both their whereabouts, chose not to force them back, allowing them to live freely. Then in 2020, something strange happened. The man began to hear his wife's voice calling for help. She claimed she was still alive and imprisoned in Talo. He decided to rescue her. He knew entering Talo was almost impossible, as the path through the magical forest only opened once a year during a special festival. To find a shortcut, he remembered the magical lockets his wife once gave to the children. These lockets, when placed on a dragon sculpture, revealed the hidden path to Talo. But now the lockets were with his children, who were no longer at home. So he came up with a plan to reunite them and get the lockets back. He sent a postcard in Shilling's name to Shang-Chi in San Francisco, pretending she wanted to meet him in Macau. Shang-Chi, unaware of the truth, ignored it at first. But one day, while on a bus with his friend Katie, members of the Ten Rings attacked him, trying to steal the locket. Shang-Chi fought them off but lost the locket. In Macau, Shang-Chi and Katie arrived at Shelling's fight club. She was furious to see him after so many years. When Shang-Chi asked about the postcard, she revealed she hadn't sent it. Suddenly, the Ten Rings army attacked again and stole Shelling's locket too. Then their father appeared and took all three of them back to his compound. He revealed he had been hearing Ying Li's voice calling for help, and that the people of Talo were keeping her captive. He planned to attack Talo during the upcoming festival if they didn't release her. Shang-Chi didn't believe his mother was alive and refused to be part of the attack. Angry, the man imprisoned him, Ling, and Katie in an underground cell. There they met Trevor, a former actor who once impersonated the Ten Rings leader and was captured. He was kept alive for entertainment. Trevor had a strange magical creature named Morris, a native of Talo. Morris had befriended Trevor and could understand him. When Morris saw Ling and Shang-Chi, he recognized them and felt homesick. He told Trevor he knew a secret way to enter Talo. Ling found a way to escape, and together with Trevor and Morris, they fled through the jungle, avoiding the Ten Rings warriors. Morris guided them safely through the magical maze and led them into Talo. There they were welcomed by their aunt Yingnan. Shang-Chi and Ling told her about their father's plan. Yingnan then revealed the true history of Talo. Yingnan told them the voice Wenwu had been hearing wasn't Ying Li's. It was a trick by the same evil entity, Dollar in Darkness, trying to lure him into breaking the seal. Shang-Chi now realized the truth. Their father had been manipulated by dark forces. He told Ying they must stop Wenwu from reaching Talo. Meanwhile, Wenwu, armed with the Ten Rings and his army, prepared to invade Talo on the day of the special festival, the only time when the barrier opened. As he approached the entrance with his forces, Shang-Chi, Ling, Katie, Morris, and Ying rallied the villagers to defend their land. A massive battle ensued between Wenwu's army and the defenders of Talo. Shang-Chi bravely fought his father, trying to make him understand the truth. At one point, he almost loses. But the dragon protector of Talo rises from the magical lake and joins the battle. Wenwu, now realizing his mistake, sacrifices himself to save his children and finally lets go of the Ten Rings, passing them on to Shang-Chi. The magical rings now belong to someone truly worthy. With the dragon's help and his sister by his side, Shang-Chi manages to defeat Dollar in Darkness and seal the portal once again. In the end, peace is restored to Talo. Shang-Chi, Ling, and Katie return to the human world, but their connection with Talo and its magical legacy remains. Shang-Chi is now the new guardian of the Ten Rings, ready to face any future threat.